Welcome, travelers, young and old, from near and far. Join me as we continue the tale of Finwë Indarys and his new life here in Morrowind. When we left Finwë, he was wrapping up his initial tasks from the various Imperial guilds here in Balmora. After over a decade in prison, there is something invigorating about the work. The freedom to choose what tasks to perform, to reap the benefits of a day's labor, and to lift a jug of Mazte, I think that's how you pronounce that Dunmer drink, at the end of the day. However, he is unsettled by the constant presence of so many Blades agents in the city, and he wonders just how deep their influence goes. Sadly, he doesn't feel as though these calm days will last forever. And with that, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the tale of Finwë Indarys, what I believe will be Chapter 6. And as we continue on, we have to go ahead and report. First, we have to report to the Fighters Guild. What time is it? 2 p.m. We still have some time for some adventuring today. Or do we? Or do we really? Those gates close at a certain time. I don't know. I really don't know. Well, at any rate, we need to go ahead and turn in these quests. And then on the way out, I'm going to speak to one or two of these small folk walking around. Like, I got the less generic NPC mod, which gives, like, every NPC random dialogue. And I'm not going to overdo it, but I feel like I should talk to at least one of them. Yes, Edis. You're here for orders or advancement, associate, or was there something else you wanted? I'm here about orders. I have a very simple contract. Yeah, the rats. So, you killed the rats, Finwë Indarys. Not bad for you. Ooh. Oh, and I just noticed that you're half blinking at me. It looks like you're giving me some sort of stupid stare. Fire eye, stink eye. You ready for more orders? I'm ready for you to actually look at me. Hail! Hail, yes. That's how you should greet a fellow member of your guild. Advancement? The Fighters Guild recognizes you, Finwë Indarys. You are now the apprentice. Good. Does that mean that you will all actually teach me things? And my next rank will be to Journeyman. Good to know. All right, so if the Mages Guild follows this, that means Adarji is just one rank above me here. Wow. They really just sent me to one of the newest members of the guild in the Mages Guild. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I know that's how structures work, but... Yeah. Okay, orders. Sorry, Edis. Thanks for the reminder. A local egg mine has problems with egg poachers, and you're going to solve those problems. Egg poachers, you say? Yes, egg poachers. May sound silly, but those Kwama eggs are among the few things worth exporting from this nasty little province. Drambero, later on, I'm going to mention it now because it's so far away. Drambero is one of the counselors of Great House Lalu, which is the political faction that runs everything. So he actually is someone, important with this contract, and now we know of him through working through the Fighters Guild. This is why Finwë has been putting a little bit of, time at the beginning of showing up in Balmora working for these guilds. This is how you get, that sort of knowledge that no one thinks to tell you about. He's the owner of the mine. He wants to make an example of the thieves to keep other miners from getting funny ideas. The egg poachers, Savilo Othrin and Danila Valles, are former egg miners and longtime troublemakers. You can handle that, can't you? Report back when the poachers are dead. I really wish I had a better spear for this, but everyone just doesn't really seem to want to sell them to me. Yes.
What makes this
So here's the thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at our magicka. Right. What time is it? We're going to go ahead and sleep. We're going to go ahead and sleep here in the Mages Guild. Here, because we just got a quest here. so they're not going to be like, why are you here, and you haven't actually done anything. Here's the idea. Our Magicka, we could obviously summon Mike and, and punch him in the face, and then he hits us now with an absorb fatigue spell, but he hits us with a fire spell, I think, or some dumb shit, which hurts, which, is not desirable. I think I understand now why Dave always has the all selected here, is because I keep forgetting the shit I'm carrying, and I'm like, why am I so over-encumbered? Right, so anyway, punching Mike is one way to go ahead and get Magicka back, but the other way is we could go to a shrine and pray for, a blessing or restoration or something. And there's a 50% chance, unless the mod nerfed it, there's a 50% chance that we'll absorb the blessing just as straight magic. All right, I want to see if I can take this. Can I? Or is it? It's not stealing. All right, good. Although I do have to... I'm over-encumbered now. Sigh. All right. I want to keep everything. I don't know what to throw on the ground. All right. I'll throw my old shitty clothes on the ground here. If anyone wants these, if you all want this, I'll get used to a new robe. If you all want that, it is yours. Have at it. So, like I was saying, we can pray at a shrine. I keep looking around here while I explain this. We can pray at a shrine and we might absorb their blessing. Now, I don't know if Finway's exactly comfortable wandering into the native Dunmer temple just yet. He doesn't really know much about the place, so it doesn't seem like a good idea to wander in there yet. A silver staff. I wonder if I could take that. Right, but it doesn't seem like a good idea to wander in there. But he knows at least a little bit about the Nine Divines because he spent time out west. So, and they're fairly all-inclusive. Like, the whole point is, like, the Empire's a religious thing to this cult, the Imperial cult. And so by you being a citizen of the Empire, they're just happy to, cater to you. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to rest until tomorrow. We're going to get up bright and early. We're going to have another long night. It's going to include, we're going to pretend like he's eating in the background and chatting with, the guild people. But at the end of the day, his next day is going to start at... That would be... Oh my god, I'm so bad at math right now. 16. We're going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock. I don't want to wait for the shops to open, so 8 o'clock. And now we're going to go sell our crap. We're going to go sell our miscellaneous crap. And then we are... Wrong way. And then we are going to go ahead and head to... What's it called? We are going to go ahead and head towards the fort to go ahead and join the Imperial cult, because the Imperial cult's always where the Legion is, because since the Empire is like a religious thing to them, you can imagine that the Legion is also like a religious thing to them. Hello. I have not been asking about rumors. Everyone knows the Balmora Magistrate, Nagola Ariadis, is on the take. Thieves Guild thugs and murderers. My apologies. Ugh, need a glass of water. My apologies. I'm not used to speaking this much, at least in a row. Anyway, thieves, thugs, and murderers are getting ridiculous sentences or paying a drake and walking free, but they'll never get Atreus. He's got fat cats and family back in the city capital, so Imperial City, to cover him. The Legion champion, Laris Varro, over at Monmouth Legion Fort, has sworn an oath to stop corruption, but I don't see what he can do. Interesting. And this is why you ask for rumors, and this is why I've been kicking myself for not asking, about rumors from the miscellaneous people. Do you know secrets? I don't really care about your advice, but do you know secrets? Somebody said Laris Varro is looking for me. The guy who we just found out wants to end corruption is actually looking for me. Said he wanted to talk to me, but Facili here doesn't know what it's about. What does my journal say? There's a rumor he wants to talk to me. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. All right. Do we deal with that first, or Caius? We're heading out that way. Oh, God. We need to go to the fort, but if we go to the fort, we have to see that guy. Oh, we'll figure it out on our way to the bridge. Well, the bridge goes that way, or we can take a path to do the Fighters Guild and, you know, head down the river for the Mages Guild. Revere, I need to sell you my shit. I need to sell you my trash. All right. All right. Do I do the do I go and figure out this thing about corruption? Which I'm kind of inclined to do because it sounds like there'll be obviously a reward for helping this guy. Or do I go to... But the question is, do I do that before or after Caius? I feel like Caius... I would rather it be after. I'd rather not give... I feel like Caius could possibly object to that. Maybe... Oh, I don't know. Fuck it, Caius. Fuck you. We're gonna go ahead. We need more gold so we actually can go ahead and stand our own 2 feet through training and not have to rely on him. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're also gonna sell some potions. Yes, we are. I forgot. I stole all those potions from What's-Her-Face. From the Altmer lady with the... I love how there's potions of cure paralysis, which you can drink if you're paralyzed, which makes no sense when you really think about it. Ooh, I'm holding on to these invisibility potions. They are 100 in value, though. That's really nice. Fortify Magicka, I really don't need that. Disease resistance? Yeah, right. I'm an Altmer. Fortify Intelligence. I really don't need that. I'm not lacking in Magicka at this point. It's just I can't regenerate it, so I need to go find somewhere to just siphon Magicka. All right. I've sold him all my clothes, all those potions, all my trash. I actually can't believe it. All that trash. Oh, pillows. Will he buy pillows? Buy pillows. Yes, he buys pillows. Will he buy that? He's gonna buy all my shit. And I'm making like 500 gold by selling him trash. I'm never selling those sermons, so I will, in this run-through, finally get all 36. Do you want this diamond? Will you buy diamonds? You will buy diamonds! Excellent! How much more will you give me? Will you give me 20 extra gold pieces? You will! Thank you, Revere. And I forgot to cast my charm spell on you. I don't really have the money to. Alright, now we're a little bit lighter. Carrying all this alchemy fucking equipment around is a real pain in the ass, but that's going to get stored at Caius's house. If we're going to do stuff for him, he's gonna, for now at least, be where we drop some of our hot shit, because I feel like he's not going to go endanger us by returning it, or selling it, or doing anything stupid. Here's hoping I make it back before the city gates are locked. What a great setting out music tune. Sorry, I just wanted to take in the music there for a second. This will also probably be really good because I'm still getting a little bit used to setting the different volumes. Oh, you little bastard. The different volumes for my mic and for the music and everything. So that little silent bit will be really helpful when I put this, when I edit this. So you see that guy up there? Remember, I said in the second chapter that there was a little glitch, and I had to fix it in the creation kit. I had to move this wall over, because otherwise there would have been a big gap you could just walk through, negating the whole purpose of a gate. A part of that glitch is that guy's duplicated.
Why walk when you can...
I know. I don't have to walk up there to actually make use of the travel service if I, you know, decide not to get rid of this guy or kill him or something. I wonder if I kill the clone, if the original will still offer services. Okay. To the left is more magicka, but involvement with someone who's trying to tackle corruption. To the right is doing various guild quests and reporting back with no real foreseeable sign of, like, you know, what's it called? Of improving our magicka through any way other than summoning Mike. We don't really have a lot of carry capacity. Oop. It's been decided on the premise of there is one place that I feel is almost guaranteed to have the spear we are looking for. And that would be the Imperial Legion, because one of their major skills is spear. So, yeah, let's go talk to this guy. You know, we have nothing to fear. We didn't kill that tax collector. You know, we haven't you know, really harmed anyone here who hasn't already had it coming to them, and we're working for the Blades. I feel like we were released on the Emperor's orders. I feel like there's no reason to be nervous about this, but also I feel like Finway, as someone who's been in an Imperial City dungeon for God knows how long, would not be comfortable. Okay, good. I wanted to see if the time was progressing at a reasonable level, and I feel like that is. We woke up at 8, and we got to the fort, you know, a mile outside of town. We'll call it at like 10, maybe half a mile. Well, this is new. A gate and shit that you have to open. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It is. So they try and style it like legionaries, but I don't think this is anywhere near how the legions set up their encampments in any fashion. Even like hill forts, this doesn't feel right, but whatever.
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
My guard captain, my Imperial guard captain, that helmet does not look like it fits you. Join the Imperial Legion. Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend. Blades. The Blades are the Emperor's spies. They're everywhere, and no one knows who they are. Okay. So, we're going to quick save, and we're going to take a peek at what's in these barrels. Arrows. Arrows. Arrows worth 1 gold each, but they're all essentially weightless. There's no way I can steal things here, but I feel like before the day is done, we will be stealing something from this place. Because I feel like that's the general theme of Morrowind all the way around, is steal things. Steal everything that is not nailed down, if you can. The only reason you don't take sneak is because people never go to bed, so it's not like sneaking ever really works. Hello, Amari Sharian. You sell spells, do you? What kind of spells do you sell? Right now, there are a couple of things I would like to have if they're not too expensive. I don't like how little you like me right now, though. I don't need Cure Common Disease because I should not be getting them. Heal Companion. There are no companions really in this game, so no. Cure Blight Disease? I don't... One, blight diseases, by the way, because we haven't encountered them, are like extra nasty sorts of diseases that the regular prayers can't cure. Like, you have to go through much more intensive rituals to get rid of them. And they're far more debilitating. But you can go to any temple or, you know, shrine and get rid of that shit. And just, you know, You have to do your intensive ritual to the gods. So I don't know if I need to cure it myself right now. Jumping for joy that I found this place. Another Templar.
You're on your honor. Don't press your luck.
Don't press my luck, he says. Barter. Bartering with Earthfang. Do you have a spear? You have a halberd. That's even better. Ooh. 16 to 24, eh? Is that right? 6 to 24. And mine right now is 6 to 20. It's not silver. It is not. But I don't think that that will be a problem. If we encounter a lot of ghosties, we'll punch them with magic. We should be able to take them out with magic. All right, I want that steel halberd, sir. My good sir. And you can have this shitty iron spear. And 86 gold, huh? How about 80? You're your own merchant. You don't need to go ahead and charge me that much. There's no corporate tax rate. All right. There we go. That's right. It is impressive. I am pumped about it. My friends. All right. What do we have in here? Carillius. You invite... Welcome. Can I invite you... can I tell you about the Imperial Cult? We invite you to become a lay member. A lay member. We accept all citizens of good character and earnest faith. We ask only a one-time pledge of 50 drakes to aid us in our good works. To become a lay member of the Imperial Cult, speak with Yugf at Fort Pelagiad, Celoria Cerilius at Buckmoth, or Sumerius Vunis at Moonmoth. Sumerius Vunis. Here. Got it. Okay. Cool. And once I do that, all of these Imperials should like... Jumping for joy. All of these Imperials should like me a lot more. So before we do anything... That's the prison towers. We need to find...
You like to dance close to the fire.
So do you. Look how close you are to the fire. We need to find this priest. That's the prison towers. Where's the priest? Where are you, priest? He wouldn't be in the prison towers, would he? Nicolius, who are you? You're a magistrate. Okay. Who are you? Larius Varro, my good man. I've heard that you've been asking questions, wondering, man, I totally botched that. Goodbye. Let's try that again. Oh my god, door. Oh my god. Vero, my good man. I've heard that you've been asking for me.
Go ahead, stranger.
What can I do for you? Yes. Is this about that work that I mentioned? Well, you didn't mention it directly to me. You know, but yes, it is about the work that you were mentioning to some people that I heard about. Through various channels, I've learned a bit about your situation. My situation. Okay. What situation's that? There are various situations. I'd like to tell you a little story, and when I'm done, you can ask me some questions, and then maybe you might decide to go out and do some things. You might, and you might not. That's your affair. I also want to tell you about a nice present I think the Emperor wants you to have. I'm not sure where it is, but maybe you'll want to check back and see if I found it. Later. After you've done some things. A nice present, huh? What is the nice present from the Emperor? I'm sure I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a surprise, and, as I said, I'm not sure where it is, but I might find it anytime. So check back and see if I found it. Later, after you've done some work. Alright, tell me your little story. I hope it's little as in it's not long. Because, my god. Alright, Vero, what's your story? Once upon a time, there was a bad magistrate who took gold from criminal organizations to reduce the sentences and fine of criminals. Everybody knew he was doing this, but nobody could prove it, because even if it could be proved, the bad magistrate had important friends, and proof is not as powerful as important friends. At the same time, there was a good officer, who enforced the laws because he thought the laws made people happy and safe. And it bothered the good officer that enforcing the laws did no good because the bad magistrate let the criminals go as the officer caught them. For a long time, the good officer sighed and said, "What can I do? Because the bad magistrate has important friends, and nothing I can do will touch him." But then the good officer said, Wait a minute. What about the bad people who are bribing the magistrates? They don't have important friends, and if they're not around, then the bad magistrates can't get any more bribes. I like your thinking there, Varro. That's outside the box thinking. Second, third order thinking. I'm willing to help you just because of the tactical brilliance you're displaying. And even better, the good officer suspected that the bad people who were bribing the bad magistrate were probably criminals themselves. So the good officer decided that it would be good if the bad people who were bribing the bad magistrate should go away. Forever. This is what Clan Indarys did. Not like, the Dark Brotherhood where you take out a contract on a specific person. It's someone coming to them going, take care of this and you will be rewarded. I mean, it's more complicated than that. Finway was never involved in too much of the upper level dealings, but that's what I meant whenever they were a clan of somewhere between Thieves Guild and assassins, like this clan of rogues. So, sorry, to round out Varro's story, so that good officer made a little special prayer that there would be a little bloodbath to wash the bad people away. There. Isn't that a nice little story? Maybe not a perfect story, because it ends with a prayer and not a bloodbath. But maybe the story isn't over yet. Who are the bad people, by the way? Oh, the bad people are the Kimono Tong. The nativist Thieves Guild organization that really doesn't like Outlanders. Those two guys on the roofs. Yes. I thought everyone knew that. They're a criminal organization. Unfortunately, I don't know who the Kimono Tong are. No one will tell me because I'm an officer, and it's against the code to tell officers things. But people in the Thieves Guild hate the Kimono Tong. I bet if you asked the Thieves Guild, they would cheerfully tell you who the bad people are and where to find them. That is some interesting thinking there, my good sir. Bloodbath? The bad people in my story are 5 members of the Kimono Tong. I know they are a scout, a pawnbroker, a savant, a thief, and a smith, and that they are in Balmora. Unfortunately, I don't know their names, but maybe you can find their names, and where to find them, and then maybe my story could have a happy ending, with a little bloodbath, instead of a prayer. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Jumping for joy. Oh my goodness. This is like, I remember doing back-to-back lectures, and I remember my, throat starting to hurt a little bit. And I thought, oh, this Let's Play will be like that. It's a little bit more strenuous.
You're on your honor.
I'm sure I'll get used to it relatively quickly. What I'm not getting used to, I want to know where the chapel is. Is it in a different building? Oh, good. Keep leveling up that athletics. I need to know where the chapel is. I need to get my magicka back. I really don't want to summon Mike and go through all of that. Prison towers. There are so many prison towers here. Chapel. There we go. You. Yes. Samitas Vunas. You are the one that can induct me into the Imperial Cult. Welcome. Can I tell you about the Imperial Cult? We invite you to become a lay member. Tell me about being a lay member. We accept all citizens. Yeah, there you go. See, like everyone's everyone's accepted. Of good character and earnest faith, we ask only a one-time pledge of 50 drakes, 50 gold pieces, to aid us in our gold works. Thereafter, the only cost of membership comes when you use a healing altar, modest and nominal fees which help us in our mission to bring the words and blessings of the nine gods that they worship, to those less fortunate than ourselves. Do you wish to join the Imperial cult? Tell me about joining. Yes. All that. Tell me about the requirements and doctrines. This will basically tell me what I need to know to level up in this. Because, I mean, in this universe, like, the gods are evident. Like, they're constantly blessing people. So, it's not like he was never in one place long enough to actually get too involved with the Imperial cult. Tell me about the doctrines. Glorify the 9 divines, cultivate a noble personality and strong will, respect the magical arts, including restoration, mysticism, and conjuration. Perfect. They like it better when people don't use blades and are unarmored. Yeah, that's understandable, but my magic will get me by in this place. Their doctrines are simple. Worship the 9 divines, Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, Julianos, and Tiber Septim. Yes. Which someday, eventually I'll have to do a bit on the Imperial cult, as he, if he ever, continues on in the Imperial cult, we'll have to talk a little bit more about these guys. But Tiber Septim actually is technically separate from Talos, for those of you who have, watched other Elder Scrolls videos or played the games. Yeah, I imagine the rules are simple. It's forbidden to attack another person. It's forbidden to kill another cult member. It's forbidden to steal. It's forbidden to steal even covertly. Oh, I'm glad that you told me that. Oh, it's forbidden to trespass. I think that's the first time I've seen anyone say no trespassing. Yeah, I'll join. All right, I'm now a layman. Welcome, Finway and Doris. Layman, Finway, and Doris to our community. My apologies. And may your, it's may your, I'm actually not fucking that up. And may you, but they spelled it your, rejoice in its blessings. Can I tell you about our services? Or you can donate more time and effort. Would you like to become a lay servant? Tell me about your services. You can find cult altars in the various forts. Right. You can seek training at the main forts. Many Imperial cults have altars. Got it. All right. So this healing altar.
I'm listening.
In the original game, I should be able to use this to regain magicka through a 50% chance of absorbing. Now, I actually pay less because I'm a member now. Restore tributes. Yes! I absorbed that, and now we're back to full magicka. We got like 200 points there. That's what I'm talking about. That's why it was worth coming here. How many times would we have had to punch Mike in the face to go ahead and get that? Now, when I say punch Mike in the face, like, so long as we're using our fists, or like something like an iron spear, something that's not enchanted or inherently magical, like demon armor, or, demon weapons, then it doesn't actually hurt him. He just doesn't like being punched in the face. Piss. So, here's the thing. We're going to get real tired of plotting up and down this little thing. That's why it's so nice to have Divine Intervention, which, if you remember, I had it at the beginning, but having it right out of the get-go is just, it's too much. It's too overpowered. I wouldn't have been able to stop myself. I would have teleported us, like, directly up there. Anyway, where was I going with that? But we do have scrolls now. So, honestly, if I ever have to go back there, as long as I still have the Civvy scroll, I'm probably going to go ahead and just nip on up there. We should run to go ahead and, increase our athletics. Maybe what I'll have to do is, on those various streaks, I'm just going to have to go ahead and cut it out because you don't need to go ahead and see us plot. That particular area right there, that never has anything to fight. At least here, there's the occasional rat. There is the occasional rat. There is nothing back there. Finally. Ugh. Something that isn't that fucking iron spear. We're still not going to be able to do anything against ghosts. Can't do anything against ghosts, but we can at least, like I said, hit them with magic scribs. So these little guys don't... We're going to attack him for the experience. They don't attack you unless you attack first. And they paralyze, which really sucks. Does this not have the same reach? Because I'm not... Oh, this stupid halberd. Oh, I'm an idiot. Also, I attacked this thing when I had no fatigue. What the hell was I thinking? Doof. Yes. That's why I was missing. I'm sad that I didn't realize that I probably can't reach as far with this halberd because I'm swinging versus thrusting. Corn bulk? Corn bulb. I will call it corn bulk probably the entire time. Restore Magicka! Calm berries. We need calm berries. We need as many calm berries as we can find. Ooh. What is this? Time to face the spooky things. We haven't faced any spooky things yet. And, you know, it's not that far outside of town. And if you recall from the first episode, Finwë would have, you know, examined that creature as it was dying to learn something new. As long as it doesn't risk him, you know, possibly dying. So, I think it'd have a poke. I think it'd have a poke around. It is a family tomb, though. Ooh. I don't know. I think at this point, he's like, well, you should have guarded it better. But at the same time, I think he's uneasy. A ghosty. All right. The only thing we can harm you with is magic. Jumping for joy at the chance to fight with magic. And again. Yes. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. Until you are dead. Well, it looks like the ghost struck us. So that was nice. The ghost struck us while we were killing it, and it restored our magicka. And there's a shrine right here. 35 is the base cost. If we had joined the temple, this would be 10. Finwë is quickly understanding why he needs to do that. Key to the tomb chest. All right. Scroll of Lesser Domination. So with this, I can make people follow me around and fight for me. Another invisibility potion. That's excellent. I am stoked that I have so many of those. And the Book of Dawn and Dusk. It's a collection of sayings and aphorisms attributed to the tribunal and their saints. Many of these sayings have become common cliches. Having this here just makes me a little bit more it makes him more uneasy about robbing this place. They should have put a better guard on it. I mean, that's the logic behind why the clan of Doris fell, is that, you know, we got too cocky and invited in forces that we couldn't defend ourselves against. One day. He was one day away from being away from that life, and then there goes 15 years of his life. Jumping for joy at the thought of not being in prison anymore. Fortify intelligence. Nice. Small chest with 13 gold. Thank you. Here's... Ooh, an emerald. Yes, thank you. And a resin. Thank you. What do you have? Ash salts. Thank you. And a journeyman's hammer. Excellent. And a skeleton, a corpse. Sorry, not a skeleton, a corpse. Was that ghost the only thing in here? Wow. And we have trauma root on this corpse. We have shock resist. You know, I probably used magic on that chest when I had the key. This corpse has a skull. You could take its skull. We're not going to take its skull. The dowry. Our security has increased to 6. It's worth 175. We are taking that. We are taking this apprentice lockpick. It's only worth 10, but we're taking it. Scroll of elemental fire burst. 10 to 40 points of damage in 8 feet. Worth 250. Now that's what I'm talking about. Scrolls are actually hands down like the best value to carry weight. Why am I not looking in the urns, you might ask? It's all bone meal. Oh my god, it's not. Is it really not all bone meal? Did someone change that shit? What the? There are actually things. Well, that's unexpected to say the least. All right. Well, I have to be honest. That was a little underwhelming. If this is all one more door. If this is all Morrowind has to offer, then I think Finway is going to be just fine. Ooh. Kill him. There we go. Jumping for joy at killing our first skeleton. Yes. There's arrows. 1 gold each, and they weigh 1/10 of a pound. I need to start soul trapping. He was worth 200 gold if I would have trapped his soul in the gem. Oh, holy shit. And I'm dead. Well, that's what happens when you're a high elf and you just walk right up to chests without using your telekinesis to open them at a distance. Wonderful. Well, I don't think I really missed anything of value there. Oh, I get a second chance at the skeleton. Let's go ahead and... How long's that shield? 15 seconds. There we go. We'll restore health. I know we got one from, what's it called? From the Fighters Guild. Thank you. Come on. Gotta kill it. Oh, man. All right. Down to 5 health. And my soul trap wore off. And so did my shield spell. And that is why everything is hurting. Oof. Shield spell. And now... Where is it? Soul trap. Come on. Got him! Oh, gotcha, you bastard. 300 gold. Killing you was worth the trip. Although, we did just take someone's ancestor, but I suppose at the end of the day, I really don't think this would have happened. This never did happen, I would imagine, to our ancestors until, of course, you know, the clan was defunct. I wonder how Finway's still able to actually summon, considering... I don't think anyone's praying to these ancestors. Mysteries. I also like the lighting in here. All right. Now, first, let's go ahead and heal ourselves. Although it's really not going to matter against this chest if we're in range of it. So, telekinesis. Good, we were far enough away. A spoil cure disease potion. Drain luck and cure common disease. You bastard. Alright. Open sesame. And telekinesis, because I'm assuming this will also be trapped. It wasn't! Scroll of air bubble. 4 minutes of water breathing. Thank you. And a silver staff worth 80. Cool beans. Nice. Alright. Did I say this was underwhelming? Okay. That kind of made up. That did make up for it. Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Skellington, for that 300 gold value soul. I hope there are other Skellingtons in the near future, because I have 4 more of those gems. And if I remember correctly, the base price of those without anything in them is like 20. So, but if we ever are able to summon demons, summon Daedra, we will definitely farm them, because fuck them. They're not our ancestors. That is literally what Daedra means in High Elf, is not our ancestors. And gods in High Elf is Aedra, which means our ancestors, because the Aedra are believed to, be some of the most powerful original ancestor spirits that ascended to the divine. Yes. There's your little bit of Morrowind lore today from me, Dr. Morrowind. Goodbye, Mr. Scrib. At least you gave me some jelly. Your death was not in vain. Ooh, also, do I need to repair shit? I bet I do. Repair my halberd. We'll repair that pauldron. And as we do, we will slowly lose some of our carry weight. Restore health, that's why we like these. Love the Morrowind soundtrack. Alright, if I recall, there's some bastard over there with a crossbow, and he is, like, impossible to attack. Oh, you can see a little clipping in the ground there. Nice. I wonder how much of that we're going to be encountering during the Tale of Finwë and Doris. I mean, it makes sense, and after all, this is just a tale. All sorts of crazy things happen, and if you don't focus, close enough, all sorts of wild shit happens, like the ground floating. Okay, so this is clearly a mine. There's picks, there are carts, and there are 2 sad-looking guys out here. We're gonna rest. No, we're not. We're gonna drink a fatigue potion. We're gonna do that to get that back, because we made a bunch of those. How good are these? 8 points for 15 seconds. Wow. Those are actually pretty good. Holy shit.
I'm a busy guy, so if you could hurry this up.
Dinnock. I'm a miner in the Shulk Egg Mine, but I'm just out here taking a break. There you know. And you?
Really
Findulian!
so make it quick.
Another son of Finn. You're also a miner. Egg poachers? We haven't seen Sevilla or Danila, but eggs keep disappearing. They know the place. Easy for them to get in and out, stay out of sight. I guess in we go. Oh, Christ. It is going to be darker in hell in here. All right. Well, I think this is where we will leave Finwë. as he prepares to journey into the dark unknown. He reflects on the time he spent in that dark, dank cell, and he vows to himself that he will emerge again into the sweet, free air of daylight. See, I need to go ahead and start writing these outros down because I felt like I was doing okay there, and then I wonder if any of you heard me say that. I hope no one actually is continuing to listen to this. Anyway, thank you all for joining me today as, we explored this chapter of Finwë and Doris's new life here in Morrowind. Please make sure to like and subscribe so that other people can see, and learn about the tale of Finwë and Doris. And so that whenever the next chapter comes out, it'll be the only thing that's released on this channel. And until then, safe travels, everyone.